Question. Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But at your mom's house?
No.
I'm going to Zelle you. I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today. And
TikTok's worst parent just got exposed once again for shock horror being the worst parent on TikTok. Now, you're all probably very well aware of who Ash Trevino is at this point. She's kind of blown up over the past 6 months, and not for anything good. Right, she is one of those TikTokers who thrives off of controversy, and her fame, or claim to fame at least, just comes from controversy after controversy. So she's obviously got a boyfriend or a partner or whatever, right, who's like 16 or 19 or something crazy like that. I think she thought he was like 19, but turned out to be 16 or something crazy like that. And then her kid basically get neglected for views, essentially, right? And she just got exposed once again on a podcast, a very big podcast at that, for basically being TikTok's worst mother. And I mean, from what I've learned, CPS has been involved multiple times with this family to try and, like, you know, intervene, to support the family, to support these kids. But the claims that have come out of this podcast episode are truly harrowing, to say the very least. So let's get into it. I know I'm a little bit late to the party on this, but I've been down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I've got at least ammunition for like 2 or 3 different videos with the amount of shit that I've learned. So strap yourselves in, because it's going to be an Ash Trevino kind of week this week. But anyway, let's get into it. So Ash Trevino appeared on a podcast, and the podcast was on Camila Araujo's YouTube channel, Arujo. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I apologize for butchering that. But he appeared on the podcast, right? And this is part of the Bop House. So I think it's like a content creator house or TikToker house or something like that, where they all feed off of each other. And Camila turns out to be one of the people involved within it. But she appeared on the podcast, and it was with Ash Trevino. And it was, funnily enough, titled The Worst Mum on TikTok, Ash Trevino Full Podcast. Now, how that one got through the net and Ash Trevino was like, yeah, sure, post that, is beyond me. But when we get into the contents of this podcast episode, you will come to realize how bad things truly are. So, I mean, the highlight from it has to be, without a doubt, the moment where Camila is, you know, basically asks, do you kids, like when you go to your mum's house, do you have beds and stuff? And they're like, oh no, we stay with our dad, we don't stay with our mum, probably because CPS just won't allow it. But then when they do go and visit their mum, do you have a bed? And the kids are like, no.
question. Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But at your mom's house?
No.
I'm going to Zelle you. I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today.
And what just makes this so much worse is the fact that when they respond like no, Ash Trevino just sits there belly laughing. She's just creasing. She finds it fucking hilarious. Like, imagine being a dog shit parent to the point where you don't give your kids a bed. But then, on top of that, it's just so much worse because your mum is just laughing at the fact that you are sleeping on the floor, and she's quite alright with that. Like, that is the most scummiest behaviour I think I've ever seen, but it gets so much worse. Because basically throughout the podcast, they're like, why do you prioritise, you know, Ash Trevino, why do you prioritise being on TikTok Live and being a TikToker over the well-being of your children? You know, even risking potentially seeing your children for fame. And she's talking about how she makes, like, or in one instance, and like her biggest live stream ever, she made $12,000 from a single live stream.
So the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was $12,000.
In one sitting?
Yes.
In one live?
Yes.
How many hours?
Like 2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
That Louis bag ain't fake, y'all. And her kids still don't have a bed. So what's that funny?
Yeah.
It's funny. Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying the hotel bed. I'm just kidding.
That I paid for?
I'm just kidding.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good? Wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
No bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Ew.
There were clips after this that made me kind of question whether this was like just kind of rage bait or this was kind of like a setup where like they were kind of prepped to give these answers for, you know, content almost to like kind of blow up, make it like what it is. And it was a clip from the Bop House TikTok page where they're dancing in a line and they're going, keeping Ash Trevino's kids safe during the podcast with Kamala. And it made me wonder if like this was just kind of a setup, if this was like just kind of for content. But then looking at Ash Trevino's past and looking at the controversies that she's already been involved in, I don't think this is just for content. But what actually makes this really heartbreaking is the fact that, you know, she's getting interviewed, Ash Trevino. She's asking, like, Kamala's asking all of these questions, like, you know, about the beds and about other scenarios and circumstances. And it literally has Kamala at points in tears over the answers that she's getting, because these kids are literally just kind of being neglected by their mother, so their mum can go and like flirt with guys on TikTok live. I wish I was joking when I said this. I wish I was sat here making these scenarios up, but like I even saw a podcast clip or a clip the other day from a live stream where Ash Trevino is sat there, right? She is flirting with another guy on her live. You know how you can do the duet thing. One of her kids gets burnt and she doesn't even like attend to it. She's just like, she lets the kid crack on while she flirts with this guy. Like, it's so bad. It like, this kind of person needs to be stopped.
Why are you laughing? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, they've only met him one time. I only took him to go visit him once. Why are you crying?
Because, girl, you are crazy! She married a man in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
This is her second marriage in prison.
Oh my god!
You want to come? Y'all just come live with us.
Yes, please.
You just
Yes, please. Well, they have 2 new members. Just kidding.
Girls, I think I have to end your segment here. Thank you so much. I need to talk to your mom about some things. Clearly there's a lot to debrief here. And I'm not going to do what she does. I'll let y'all leave the room. Okay. I love you guys. I promise. Hey, new bed on me. New room on me, okay? I pinky swear it.
These weren't even some of the highlight moments or even the craziest moments from the podcast.
Did Santo sleep with you?
So, yes, we have done stuff.
Okay.
Twice.
With a 19-year-old boy.
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew?
Yes.
Claimed before you knew.
Literally. Like, we did it twice, and it was literally before Christmas.
Do you have beds?
No.
Do you think that maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because, yeah, that was like a while back, though. I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that
Hispanic community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again or any racial slurs towards y'all.
He's 23,
Okay,
Ashley.
but still.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's weird for like girls to go for younger guys. It's weird for my mom. She's 36.
Now, after the podcast airs, right, there is insane backlash for Ash Trevino. As you can imagine, she's just been exposed on one of the biggest platforms that she can possibly go on for being a dogshit parent. Even the podcast title is TikTok's Worst Mum. She's laughing about how her kids don't have beds and other crazy stuff. And the fallout from it from Ash Trevino, like, I don't know what she expected to come of this. Like, everyone to just be like, oh, Ash, you're just the fucking best. You are amazing. We love you, Ash Trevino. No. Instead, she got some backlash, right? And Ash Trevino's like, why am I getting backlash? And then she goes on like some rants and stuff about Kamala and how she was set up. And it was fucking crazy.
Camila has finally responded to Ash Trevino yet again because Ash Trevino keeps saying stuff. And here's what she had to say.
I was like, hey, don't forget to send me what the kids want for their beds. And she said, after what I said, I don't know if it's okay. So because after what you went online and you ruined it for your kids, I can't buy them a bed because you won't do it. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. The thing she said was that I got paid $60,000 off of the podcast. That's crazy. I made way more. I did get paid. That's why you were on there. I paid for everything that you needed, like a hotel, you know, your flight, even sent you first class and the Ritz-Carlton. But didn't ask for more payment. That is not my fault. That has nothing to do with me. Before you came on the podcast, you said that you were gonna have me sign something. You're just a mess. You are a literal mess. No, I didn't pay you. I would have never paid you. And yes, I did make money off of it. Because that's what my job is. I don't just go on TikTok live and start crying over gifters.
You should have the girls in the bunkhouse. They weren't even that cute.
You want to talk about our looks, but ooh. My last final thoughts on you, nuts, and you can also royally go yourself.
Ash Trevino just responded to Camila and said that Camila doesn't know anything about having kids. And Ash Trevino claims herself as a good mom. Here's what she had to say.
The mom I am, she's seen me in person. She's doing it for the views. She's doing it because she knows right now she's going to get paid the big bucks talking about me. So she's doing it like everybody else does. They make fake pages. They make this. They do that. Just to get y'all's attention. Because, I mean, I know I'm not a bad mom. She is weird. I know I'm not a bad mom. My kids know I'm not a bad mom. So, I don't care. And I live at Ashley's house. I don't live at the BLP house. So, we're not the same. I have kids. She don't. She don't know what it is to be a mom. I was a mom ever since the age of 20. I was pregnant at 19. She's 23. She's not a mom. I don't care. People can call me a bad mom. I don't care. Because I know what type of mom I am. If I was a bad mom, my kids wouldn't be in my custody.
After this, right, she goes back on live stream like nothing's happened. You know, she continues with the TikTok grind, earning that $12,000 per live stream, allegedly. And there's just then videos. Like, you'd think that someone might learn something about this. You know, you think someone might, like, see the backlash and be like, do you know what? I need to make some changes. If I'm earning $12,000 a live stream, I can at least fork out $100 for a bed, right? Not even that. Some beds, you could probably pick up a bed for $50, $30 if you're lucky, right? You know, I need to invest some of that. But instead, she's on a live stream where she's shopping for herself and not even her kids. What?
Tell me we all didn't just see what Ash Trevino posted onto her Snapchat. Let me roll the clip.
Got me a Kindle and some new AirPods.
You're telling me that this lady right here, this mother, continued to go on live and continued to come for Camila because Camila didn't buy the girls' beds? Wait a damn minute. Didn't you just go on live the other day and say that you weren't gonna buy the girls' beds yet because you're moving? Make it make sense. Let me do the math for some of you. I don't know what to call you guys. Her garapatas, I don't know. Those AirPods she bought today, I'm pretty sure she bought these ones, were $169. Plus her little Kindle, which I'm sure she got this one too, is $199. Bitch, you do the math, it's $368 plus tax. Girl, it's like 400 and something. Maybe 400. Point is, it's enough to buy a damn bed. Whether it's one bed, it's enough to buy a bed. And then this girl has the audacity to act like she's gonna read the damn thing. She put reading time. Girl, you just hopped on live right after you posted this and you're battling already. You're battling for the money you just spent today. Make it make sense.
But in no shocking turn of events, she goes live once again. And basically, right, and this is really gets me as a parent myself, right? So it's one of her kids' birthdays coming up. Instead of actually, like, the one day where you should really spend that time with your child, no distractions. Like, that is your time to be with your child on their birthday, right? That's at least if you're going to give them one day a year, at least give them that day. Instead, Ash Trevino prioritizes a TikTok convention of some kind, sends the grandmother money to buy her a present. She doesn't even buy her a present directly. She sends the money to her grandparent to buy the present for her Like, at least put some, like, nothing says I love you like choosing something specific that you know your child's gonna like. And she couldn't even do that. Like, this woman is so narcissistic. She couldn't even go beyond her own feelings or wants to pick out something for her child. Instead, she just zips some money and is like, ah, yeah, that's fine. You know, I've sorted my kid out now. Dog shit.
Ash Trevino was on live with her daughters and they are on good terms again. But Ash did reveal that she will not be there for her daughter's birthday this week. So she's gonna send money to the grandmother to take her out.
This is a clarification that we had beef, guys. You guys are good now, though, right? Yeah. Good.
My twin, of course.
Don't say that ever again.
The oldest one hit already 1 million followers, and then the little one just hit over 500K. And my manager wants to manage the oldest one, so we're trying to work on that right now. They wanted them to come with me to where I'm going, but the girls have plans for Valentine's. So for those of y'all that didn't believe that my daughter is not mad at me no more, there you go. She unblocked me earlier this morning. After I got out of my meeting, I went to my mom's, and she is not mad at me anymore. I know some of y'all wish she still was. I got Evie so far an iPad for her birthday because she lost her other one. I just got that one for her like in November, and she already lost it. So I bought her another iPad, and then I'm sending my mom money for her to take her somewhere, do some stuff with her, and then I'm gonna order her some other stuff.
And unsurprisingly, anyone that goes near Ash Trevino is just getting cancelled, right? Like, anyone that collabs with Ash Trevino, like, she is a big fucking no-no in the TikTok sphere. No one wants to collab with her. And if they do want to collab with her for whatever reason, right, because all you get is, like, negative attention from her platform, it's that they're getting cancelled for it, which, fair enough.
Jose is receiving backlash after he collabed with Ash Trevino yesterday, and he snapped back and had this to say to everyone.
Y'all saying switch up, unfollow, cancel Jose. Cancel Jose, girl. Cancel Hepa then. Cancel all the people that hang out with Ash. Y'all over here made them all fucking Kim K, but when I go and switch my content up for y'all, because y'all begging me to do the impersonations, and I do the impersonations to her face, y'all want to sit here and make it seem like we're going to be best friends for the rest of our motherfucking life. Like, be for real. Like, y'all pick and choose what I do. Like, I didn't see no hate on Hefa's page when she was over there in New York with Ash. I didn't see hate on Miss Gold. I didn't see hate on none of their motherfucking pages. So if y'all finna hate on me, then get ready with all the other influencers that Ash finna collab with while she's in LA. Get ready to give them the same motherfucking energy, because I'm over here trying to get my views up for my little negocito, my small business. You know, I'm trying to, you know, get my content in. Girl, that's how I pay my rent. That's how I feed my kids, my 2 cats. So y'all better not be over here acting childish, because half of y'all 11 years old. So get out my motherfucking face. If y'all not finna pay my rent, then don't say nothing. I'm finna do it myself at the end of the day. Her conflict by engaging. Okay, but didn't Hefa engage her? Didn't she go to New York or whatever? Didn't Miss Gold engage? Didn't Santos engage? Didn't Wilito and Fabio add her to the live and engage? I need to get money some way or another.
And to end off this video, the greatest thing that could have possibly happened to Ash Trevino actually happened. And what it was is a mass unfollowing. So Ash Trevino hit over 1 million followers on TikTok, right? Which, cool, great, whatever, right? And this was a huge deal for Ash Trevino, like absolutely monumental. This was so big for someone like Ash Trevino. She was like wanting this desperately. And she hit the 1 million milestone mark, you know, she hit it. She was like, yes, great, this is fantastic. And then there has been a mass unfollowing to Ash Trevino, and she lost over 200,000 followers overnight, which is something that I would never wish someone's career to go in such a decline. But if you're going to use your kids and like use their, like, you know, shortcomings and like not basically pride yourself on being a bad mother, right, and other really controversial behaviors, you deserve to fall off that hard.
People have started to mass unfollow Ashley Trevino tonight. She started at 1 million followers this morning, and she's already down almost 200,000 followers. I went on her account a little earlier this evening and didn't realize there was a mass unfollowing taking place, and noticed she was down to 909,000 200,000 followers. Now, she made a really big deal about hitting 1 million followers, so this would have been a very big deal to her. I saw a video that talked about a mass unfollowing of Ashley Trevino, so I went to check her page again, and it was already down another 5K. And just before recording this video, she's dropped down to 893. It'll be very interesting to see how many followers she's left with tomorrow morning.
And it seems like the fall off just got even crazier, right? Because she's now down, at the time of me looking at this directly from her TikTok page, she's down to 545.7 thousand followers. She dropped from 1 million and literally halved the number. Now, her videos are still pulling in insane numbers, right? She's still getting millions of views per video, but I don't actually think that that's off the back of Ash Trevino, like, being popular or people caring. I think it's off the back of people just wanting to see what crazy shit she's up to now. But there is the steady, and not even steady, it was like the free fall decline of Ash Trevino and the craziest controversies recently. Like I say, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This video, if I had mentioned everything recently, would have been at least an hour. So I'm just going to break it down into parts and just take it as it comes. But yeah, what do you guys think about Ash Trevino? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.